Hans Selye, who wrote the first definitive book on stress, he documented 3 stages, and I think this is a great way to look at this problem. 3 stages of stress. The first one is the alarm stage. Something happens, right? Your body, the fire truck goes by. For me, you see a police car behind me, because when I was younger, I never paid to have my tags updated, and I was always behind. And every time a police officer pulled in behind me, it was like, oh my God, he's going to pull me over. Now, that hasn't been the case in 40 years, right? My tags are always paid. I still have that same response when the cop pulls in behind me. I'm still worried about getting pulled over. So, that alarm stage is normal, right? We often liken that to the see a tiger and run. The problem is the resistance stage. And so the body either adapts to the stress or resists it and returns to normal. So in the earlier example, let's say I slow down, the police car passes, and I relax. Okay, great. Pretty much done with. But let's suppose the police car does pull you over. I get ordered to appear in court in a couple weeks, and so for 2 weeks, most people are going to worry like crazy. Oh my God, can I fight this? What do I do? Should I show up in court, etc.? And now this is for a minor thing. For something more significant, like my patients that get called back after a questionable mammogram, which happens most of the time these days because the instruments are so sensitive. But then until they get their next mammogram, they are in this alarm stage and their stress hormones go up. Now, you can do that for a little while, but our bodies were not designed to stay under prolonged stress. And what happens is if we in it too long, we go into the exhaustion stage. So here we don't return to normal. So the event is over, you come home from work, you still can't relax. You still can't go to sleep. Your mind is still racing. And what happens is you get massively lowered body resistance, lowered immunity, and body malfunctions. For example, again, I mentioned my wife is the acupuncturist for the 49ers. Well, most professional football players get sick on Monday or Tuesday. That's because on Sunday they go out and they're gladiators and they're putting their lives on the line, basically fighting these 350-pound behemoths, and they have to use every ounce of energy they have. Well, on Monday they crash, and I have graphs that I could show you. It's quite dramatic because the immune system response can easily be graphed by monitoring a few chemicals. Well, in those players, on Monday they bottom out, and then anything that's going around they get sick on Monday or Tuesday. They're fine on Sundays, by the way, because that adrenaline's pumping, everything's going. Now, in the exhaustion stage, your nervous system overreacts and stimulates the adrenal glands to activate and secrete their hormones. And there are several adrenal hormones. I like this picture because you've got this really well-conditioned young woman athlete, and this is a very common patient for me that would be having adrenal stress and adrenal fatigue. They over-exercise, they're overthinking, they're type A, and they end up really in trouble with chronic fatigue.